Expense-only user tutorial. This tutorial illustrates the functionality which is available to someone configured with basic expense entry access only. The user will enter their email address together with their password and click on the Sign In button to access the system. The My Work screen will appear as a default screen. This screen highlights information that a user may find useful. For example, how long is it since I last entered an expense into the system? Have I got any unclaimed expenses in the system? It also summarizes the expense claims that a user may have submitted in terms of highlighting the number of claims that are awaiting approval, the number of claims that have been approved but are awaiting payment, and the number of claims that have been paid in the last 30 days. You can click on any of the links to quickly add more expense items, to create a new expense claim, or if you wish to have a look at an existing expense claim. Adding expenses to the system. Click on the Add New link to access the expense entry screen. Let's examine the content of the screen. You can view the resource code in the top left hand side. This is available should your login have permission to enter expenses on behalf of another resource. The projects are listed down the left hand side, along with the days of the week across the top. Note that you can view projects or expense types down the left hand side of the screen by clicking on the Grid By link. You can go back to the previous week, you can scroll forward to next week, or you can move to a specific date. To enter an expense item on the system, click on the plus icon. The expense entry screen will appear. You can then select an expense type from a central library of expense types. Expense types fall into two categories. You have lump sum expenses, like accommodation, where you simply type in the amount, or you can have per unit expenses, where the system prompts you to enter in the number of units and it will automatically calculate the expense item amount. You can also add in notes. You can save and continue, save and close the screen, or simply close. We will simply close the screen. We will return to the My Work screen. To create an expense claim, I simply click on the Create Claim link. The system will automatically detect all unclaimed expenses that exist in the system for this user. If in the event that a user has not got a receipt for a particular expense, they can remove individual expense entries from a claim. Note that they will be picked up automatically the next time they submit an expense claim. You can also enter in notes against an expense claim to perhaps explain why a receipt is missing. You can then press the Save button, which will assign this particular claim a unique reference number. The system will prompt you as to whether you want to print out an expense claim report. Clicking OK will show me the report. Staff can use this to attach the original receipts and then give this to their line manager. I can then close this expense claim and I can see that the My Work screen has refreshed. So I don't have any expenses left to claim, and I can see the number of claims now waiting approval has gone up to 3. Note that this tutorial covers the basics. The solution can be configured to record the tax and gross amounts. I can also manage the recharging process for expenses. For further information, please refer to the user guide.